Hi everybody, Sanbonani. Welcome to Reality Buzz TV. Guys, listen. So YouTube was gossiping about you to me. And you know what YouTube said? YouTube said that most of you guys are watching my channel without subscribing. And to telling them, YouTube was gossiping. He said that. Mr. YouTube said, you guys are watching without subscribing. So guys, ukuze YouTube angabi nawo umgosi, please subscribe. But also, you guys, I realized that some of you are actually not subscribed to my other channel, which is Ntando Mamdleche Kwala. Go over there. You know how I know? Because I see you here in the comment section saying, Tando kade sakugcina ngithi hawu kade nangigcina kanjani when I posted a video an hour ago. You know, it means that you are not subscribed to all of my channels. So guys, listen, when reality show stuff is like not really that exciting, I go over there and I post gossip. And usually on weekends I post more on Tando Mamdleche Kwala. Go and subscribe over there. But again, I call YouTube to here. Subscribe as well. Anyway, guys, let's talk about Married at First Sight. And I do want to talk about D and Kutso. At first, I was like, when they were matched, I was like, oh, mistake. Oh. I'm not an expert, but I knew this one was not gonna work, okay? And then you guys, as the show progressed, I was like, okay, maybe I was wrong, because here they are in love with each other and all of that. And Dee was realizing that she actually got the best guy ever, okay? And Kutso is that guy, guys, okay? I love Kutso, okay? But I was scared for him because I knew that our personalities were going to clash, okay? But seeing them progress and getting along and all of that, I was like, I'm loving it for them. But now, you guys, they have become the couple that I thought they were going to be. So my prediction was actually correct in saying this is not a good match, okay? So now, you guys, remember last week they played a game. Dee got upset because Kutso said something about her not being secured in their relationship. Okay. And this was all because they were playing a game. Now she's upset. She's walking away, leaving Kutso behind now with the other couples looking at him like, what the hell is happening? Okay. Then Zitobile goes to speak to Uti just to calm her down, because I think everybody can see what we see, which is like Dee is a lot for Kutso, okay? And she's not a bad person, you guys. She's not a bad girl at all. I just feel like she was matched with somebody that is very gentle and very soft, okay? And it takes him a while to get to a place where she gives her the energy that he is giving her. And then when he starts to do that, then she gets even more upset, because now he'll be frustrated. And then he gets to that point, and then now they're clashing because she just wants to be the only one that throws a tantrum with D, okay? Listen, you guys. So Toby, a while she's trying to say, listen, this is how I feel Kutso is like. He's very analytical, and maybe that's a comment that he shouldn't have said, but it's not like he meant bad and all of that. I was like, listen, why is Sitobile understanding Kutso better than D? Okay? And I was like, guys, listen, am I wrong in thinking that Uzitobile Beno Kutso should have been matched? I know Zitobile doesn't have a big bum, because we know Kutso wanted a big bum, okay? Listen. Brothers who watch my channel, shame manifuno nizolinda ma BBL, because not everybody has a big bum, okay? But we all beautiful in our own way. So if all of you are looking for a big bum, doesn't have because not even willing to do my BBL. So yes, Itobe doesn't have a big bum like he wanted, but I feel like emotionally they would have clicked. I actually think that. I think they would have been perfect for each other, because they would have been gentle with each other. And yeah, guys, am I wrong? Please tell me in the comment section. Kutso and Zitobile, don't you think? Forget about the physical, but the way that they deal with things. And yeah, I just feel like, yeah, those two should have been matched. Anyway, I felt like that when Uzitobo was trying to calm Oti down and be like, this is how Kutso is like. And I was like, you understand Kutso. You know why you understand Kutso Uzitobo? Because he is kind of similar to you in a way that he deals with things. Anyway, you guys, So the whole thing became a bigger fight than it could have been because, guys, I think when you're in a moment, sometimes you can overreact instead of just noting something. When your partner says something you don't like in front of people, you can just note it and continue as normal. And then when you get home, and then you can discuss. Or when you're in the car heading home, then you can discuss away from the people. That is not something that she did. And I'm feeling like she regrets overreacting, but she still did overreact, okay? So apparently they got home and they fought even more because when Kutso is trying to explain himself, D is not willing to listen. Overall, you guys, they are saying Kutso is feeling like he is not getting respect from D. And D is feeling like she's not being assured by Umienwak in terms of him just supporting her. And he is blindsiding her all the time when it comes to their relationship and them being around other couples. Okay. Now, I don't know how Kutso can avoid that, because if you are in a setting where you are sitting with friends and you're playing a game and your wife is saying whatever she wants to do, because she was the one who was sitting there saying, oh, so if we don't make it and you guys don't make it, it means Kutso Beno Boitepo can hook up. She said that. And Kutso didn't get upset about that. But when Kutso says, don't worry about it, she is unsure about our relationship, or she is insecure about our relationship, she gets upset. Okay? So I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I don't know what Kutso can do. Okay? Because I feel like he is going to be walking on eggshells, like in his own relationship. Because every time that they are around people, when he tries to say something, because everybody is free to talk, she always takes it the wrong way. So I feel bad for him, you guys. Okay. Now, I felt bad for Uti, because I did feel like even her, she overreacted. So the fight was becoming bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and it was hard now to bring it down so that they can sit and talk. Okay. Now, you guys, here is another thing that Dee says happened, and she reveals this during a therapy. She says she did find out that Kutso was talking about her to the other guys, because the other guys think that she's not a good wife to him, and they think that she is disrespectful to him. Guys, there is nothing worse than finding out that your partner is talking about you to other people, but when they are doing that, he is not defending you. So I felt D in that, you guys, because if the messages are not indicating any of anything that has to do with Ukutso defending his wife and saying, guys, my wife is a good wife, she's a good person, we are working on our things, I don't think you guys are correct. If he is taking their side and saying, yeah, she is disrespectful to me, then I think that Udi is justified in getting upset the way that she got upset. But remember, that happened after the games, while they were at home. Okay, so I feel like she overreacted about the game, but I feel like finding those messages where they were talking about her and the husband didn't defend her, there she is justified, you guys. So I don't know how it's gonna work now. I feel like the experts, you guys, want these marriages to work. So I don't think that they're ever gonna say to them, listen, you guys, this is not working out, you guys have to make a decision. I don't think that they're ever gonna say that to them. So every time they go for therapy, it's more like, you guys, it's not as bad as you are presenting it to be. You guys still have potential. Be easy on yourself. Kutso just needs respect from you, D, and D needs reassurance from you, husband. So make sure that you accommodate her needs, okay? And also, they were talking about the thing of try and not fight in front of people, okay? Guys, I also think that, you guys, because even when you just live with somebody in the house and you've been fighting and the visitor comes, you don't continue fighting. You go and sit in the lounge with the visitor and you're like, hey, baby, can you usilethele drink? Sithando sami, ngicela usilethele drink lapha. Lapha usifuna nokusifuna lesithando sakho, because you can't really fight in front of people. And then abantu masebehambile futhi you go back to finish the fight. So I don't think now, but they need to have that understanding with each other. Ukuthi, listen, even if I say something that upsets you, just wait until we are alone, and then we can address it. Masesi sort, okay? And listen, you guys, I felt like at some point Kutso is thinking of quitting, and he was saying, listen, I'm tired now, because I think everything that he does or says, he has to explain himself, you know. And I think it's difficult if you're in a relationship where you feel like you can't be yourself. He'll be walking around like he's walking on eggshells around his wife and in his own house, because he does not want to upset his wife. Okay, so I do feel like they have issues, but I just feel like it's just a personality clash more than anything. But I do feel like Udi is a little bit unfair to Kutso, because whenever they are with the other couples, she can say whatever she wants. But Kutso is like, he needs to keep quiet, because if he says something, then she will be upset about it. Okay? So guys, at this point, I'm worried about them, you guys. And also at some point, I didn't see Kutso's ring. Did he take off his ring? Because D is still wearing his ring. So at this point, you guys, I do feel like D is definitely going to want to move forward with the relationship. I kind of feel like, yeah, she's going to make a decision to stay, even though it's been challenging for her. But I'm worried about Kutso. I think Kutso is really thinking about not moving forward with the relationship, because he was saying, listen, all of the couples were there when the questions were asked. None of them crumbled when their partners answered the question the way that they answered the question. But when it came to us, it's like we just like anything that I say, we just crumble. So I do feel like he is imagining that that is how their relationship is going to be in the future. They are always going to be fighting. They are always going to be misunderstanding each other. And they're going to be like a joke to all of the couples, because every time they are around people, they are going to be fighting. So yes, Udi might be a lot for Kutso, but I do feel like she's going to make a decision to stay. But I'm not so sure about Kutso. I think he does want to try, but he is worried Uti, their relationship is going to be the way that it is right now, where they are like constantly upset with each other. It's disappointing for me, you guys, that they are where they are. I do want them to give it more time, you know. Maybe time away from the cameras might help them, but at the same time, I feel like when they are off the experiment, they're not going to have as much support as they have on the show, because every time you're going through a hard time on the show, when they feel like you are losing control of a situation, they bring in the experts to come and sit you down and analyze the situation, and you end up feeling like, oh, it's not as bad as I thought, which is what happened with Kutso and D. When they sat down with their therapist, they ended up feeling like, I guess it's not so bad. Okay, now when they are not doing the show, are they going to be able to do that? Are they going to still be able to go for therapy? That is my worry, is that as much as it's going to be good for them to be away from the cameras, but the support that they'll be losing by not being on the show might affect their relationship. From what I've seen, you guys, on Instagram, I am following Kutso, and he's always alone. He's alone in his house, and his house is looking like a bachelor house, the way that it's so nice and clean. It doesn't look like there's any kids, because if he was with a D, they'd be with the kid. Okay, D's child. Okay, he's supposed to stay with them after the experiment. So even when he's driving around, he's alone. So I was like, hey, it's possible that D and Kutso didn't make it. But it's also possible that maybe for the show, they were told to kind of keep things private, so that so that we can watch the show not knowing what the ending is. Maybe they were like, listen, don't take pictures together, don't post anything together up until the show is over. I don't know, you guys, but I can tell you, Guti, most of the things that Kutso is doing right now, he is doing it alone. So there are possibilities that they did not end up together. Okay, I'm sad about it, you guys. I'm sad about it, but I saw it coming. They were going to have a challenge. I will still support them wanting to stay together, because I do feel like they need they need more time. I mean, guys, a month and a half being married to somebody. Usually a month and a half, you are still just going on dates. You're not even sure if this person is going to end up being your boyfriend. Okay, so to have to be married to somebody and then making a decision whether you can spend the rest of your life with them, I think they do deserve to give each other a little bit more time, just to see if it works. Anyway, you guys, that's all that I wanted to talk about on this video. I will talk about the other couples in another video. Tell me what you think about Kutso and D. You know, really, what Kutso said during the game, was it worth that much, you know, energy that they gave to it? Because it just became, you know, and you know, when you have a big fight, the bigger the fight, the difficult it is to come back to, listen, I love you, you know. And also, you guys, I think that there's nothing worse than feeling like your partner doesn't have your back, because Dee also did find out that Kutso was talking to the other husbands about her. They were telling him that Dee is disrespectful, and I guess Kutso was not defending her. And I think that's big, you guys. If you feel like in conversations your husband doesn't defend you, that's a big thing for especially Uti, because I feel like she does have issues of abandonment. Okay, she overreacts when she's feeling like she's abandoned, when she's feeling like nobody has her back, when she's feeling like she is thrown into the deep end without warning, you know. So I did feel like, I wonder what those conversations were like, okay? You know, what did Kutso say in those conversations? Why would you badmouth your wife, okay? So who's going to defend her if you're not the one that is going to defend you? And it's hard, though, to judge those conversations because they didn't tell us. We didn't see them talk. We didn't see the messages. But we just heard from T saying she heard that they were talking about her, and he was telling them about the disrespect, and they were also telling him that she is disrespectful too. And I bet you Utabang was the one that was speaking the most, while him and his wife are being fake over there. I'm pointing there at the corner because I wrote them there. Anyway, guys, tell me what you think about this couple in the comment section. And do you guys, like, do you think they're going to make it? Share the video before now with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers.